All right, everybody, welcome back. And on today's show, we have someone new that you never met before. I was very, very, very pleased to meet this gentleman's acquaintance. Um, I met him through, uh, of course, a close connection, but he is definitely tight knit with 2U True, and y'all know I rock with 2U True. And he was telling me about this brother, and we spoke, and I mean, I immediately felt this positive energy. I also felt his realness, and
Right.
yeah, I appreciate that. And I asked him would he like to come on and speak his piece to see if he could assist with elevating the individuals that's tuning in to this vibration. And he accommodated. So right now, I would like to just introduce Oso the God, baby.
Peace,
Oso the
peace,
God.
peace, peace, brother. Peace to everybody out there, all the kings and queens.
Right. Now, one question I do have, I'm quite sure they're gonna have is who is Oso the God, and how did you get the name the God? Now, if you want to elaborate on Oso, that's fine. But I'm quite sure a lot of individuals like, why you got God on the name of it? Is that blasphemy? Can you elaborate on who you are and why you personify those powerful words connected to your name?
Well, the God, the God, Allah, on leg, on supreme head. As you see, that's what, saying, arm, leg, on supreme head. Uh, this came about, I grew up, my mom's always kind of push, try to push culture on me. But young boy, I wasn't really feeling it. I wasn't really into it. I thought I knew more than what I did at the time.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was corny at the time.
Right.
Uh, it actually took me getting incarcerated, to brush elbows with a bunch of positive brothers,
Right.
And I got bought to the culture, Nation of Gods and Earth. Some may know them as the 5% Nation.
Uh-huh.
I got bought to the culture early on in my bid, off a 7-year bid, and it's been the wheels been turning since.
Right.
My enlightener, Justice Allah, he enlightened me a lot. He
Mm-hmm.
definitely enlightened me a lot. And I asked the same question, like, how can the original man, black man, call himself God?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's a touchy subject because my mom, she's being a Christian, she definitely had some, she had some questions about that, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, no, that's wrong, we don't
Right.
do that.
Right.
But
Right.
getting the knowledge of yourself and understanding that, you could touch bases on the Bible when it says God is closer to you than your jugular vein. You know what I'm saying? God walks, God talks. You know what I'm saying? I always talks to God. It always talks about God as a person. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? And the original man being the first, you know what I'm saying? This is scientific fact. This is nothing that I'm trying to hype up. I'm not trying to say, I'm not trying to, downgrade nobody else's race or culture, what they believe in. But you know what I'm saying? The melanin speaks for itself. And us being the original man, you know, that's God, that's
Right.
God. Not saying that I'm not gonna sit here and say that I created these trees or I created, the things, I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that I'm not God. I'm not saying that I'm God or somebody else. No,
Right.
that man is God over his own. I'm God over my own solar system.
Right.
Whatever I bring forth, and so forth.
Right.
Each man is God over his own universe. That's
Now,
point blank.
what you I'm quite listen, what you saying is spot on, but I'm telling you, that's gonna go over a lot of people's heads because that statement is going to apply to you on the level that you are on your spirituality
Right,
and what you have covering your eyes and your
right.
eye.
The third eye.
Yeah, that statement that he just said is so powerful. For those that have had their head down, on their mats or in their prayer closet or in the dark or in their place of solace on a mountain or in a park or in your house on the couch. But those just been putting that time in with self, you understand what he's saying.
Right, for sure.
And you live it. For those that are on the journey, continue to listen. Continue to seek. Seeking you shall find. Knocking the door shall be open. See, that's not just a Bible verse, it's a way of life. It's about also sowing and reaping. It talk about that in the Bible as well. Now, as I mentioned in the Bible, I'm not speaking on the Bible as a book to worship a God. I'm speaking on the book from a perspective of information in it to use it for this journey.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Because it's a difference. The Bible has many purposes. The Bible, quote unquote, according to Christianity, they can allow it to get you saved to their God with the Son of Jesus. Okay. The book also, if you not even accept the God, you can also read it and get some things out of it that can help you.
Yeah, for sure.
But on the flip side, it's also this in the same book, you could use it to enslave individuals mentally and spiritually. You know what I'm saying? And I had to think about that for a while because I wanted, sorry about this. I had to get an understanding of where he was coming from with that. But basically, for me, you're already in this box. What I mean by this box, this body is on earth. You can't leave.
Right, right.
Physically, you can't leave. But spiritually, you could visit different places here. The ones that you allow yourself to be open to. So when he says you create your universe here, that means the creation has to come from somewhere. Now, do you want to elaborate on that?
As far as what, Jay?
The creation within you, you have to pull from something to bring what you want forth in this life here. You got to pull from something.
Oh, for sure. And in that sense, you know, I feel like, and me and my earth was having this, having this discussion earlier about, a woman needs a man and a man needs a woman. And we obviously we get that feeling. And I see a lot of females who say this, and I see a lot of brothers who say this also, sisters and brothers who say this, is that we don't need each other. Man, say we don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't need no, you know what I'm saying, no, none of that. You know what I'm saying? I would say I don't need no nigga, none of that. And to me, that's now cipher right there, because when you get to talking about the creation, it always start one and one is two.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And from the two, you get to the three, which is the child. Start with the man, the woman, and the child. So that's how I feel to pull from, what I need to pull from, or what my belief is, what we pull from in order to manifest things on this planet, is we pull from each other. We pull from each other's energy. Right. You know what I'm saying? We pull from each other. You know what I'm saying? That right there is important. You know, it's important that we pull from each other. You know what I'm saying? Man, woman. You know, because if the father, if the head of the household is messed up, the woman's gonna reflect off the man. Right. You know what I'm saying? Child gonna reflect off the woman. You know what I'm saying? But the man is the sole controller of that whole universe, which is that household. So you see what I'm saying? So the man and the woman, to me, has to come together and has to pull each other's, whether it's that resources, even that teaching each other things. You know what I'm saying? She teach things that I don't know. I teach her things that she don't know. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's that us going out there and we both learning how to grow crops. You know what I'm saying? Is that whether it's us going out and learning how to, hunt, fish. Right. These are things that's essential. You know what I'm saying? You using the things around you in order to manifest, in order to keep going. Right. You know what I'm saying? We draw from each other every day. You brush against somebody, you draw energy from that person.
Yeah.
Vice versa. You pass energy on throughout the whole day. So that's where I feel like, you know, and I don't know if I really touched on it, like, you know.
I elaborate a little more but I like what you said. That's so good because you brought up energy. I'm glad it's a good segue. You brought up energy. Now, scientifically, the Egyptians talk about this, but you know, in the quote unquote modern day science books, it's scientifically proven that energy cannot be created nor destroyed. It's just basically transferred.
Okay.
So what does that mean? Like, what you talking about energy? Okay, prime example. You literally just wake up out of your sleep. It's 6:30 in the morning. You about to go get in the shower. You see the sun creeping up. You starting, okay, it's gonna be a nice sunny day today. You're on your way. You get in the shower, brush your teeth, feeling good, got some music on. You get out, throwing your lotion on. Next thing you know, you get a call. Such and such just got shot. Boom.
Yeah.
that energy that you had is gone.
It's gone.
It totally left. And some new energy came in. Where did it come from? It came from the transference of what the people was feeling over the phone. You received it, whether it's telepathically through the radio wire or through the 5G. You received that energy. It got transferred, and that's why your body jumped like that, and your heart then you bang, put your head down. You physically got a reaction from those vibrations.
Yeah, them vibrations is deep.
Yeah. You energy. Yeah, go ahead.
With the whole energy thing, it's almost as like, you know, you catch that feeling. We talk about vibes as energy.
Right.
You know, when it's about, oh man, I walked into the room, I got a bad vibe from a bunch of guys. Or I got a bad vibe, shorty got a bad vibe from another shorty. That's nothing but energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You feel threat, you feel, you know, tense in certain situations around a certain group of people.
On guard, like.
Yeah, and it may not even be that you tripping. A lot of times it's not, but a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, we're going to like, man, I'm tripping, like this. But it's your third eye, you know what I'm saying? That third eye, you know what I'm saying, it catches on and we ignore it. A lot of us ignore our third eye a lot. That third eye catches a lot. It sees a lot. It's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real.
Listen, one of these days, this is the introduction, y'all. But I'm telling y'all, me and him.
Oh yeah, for sure.
We taking y'all over the edge. I'm just letting you know. This is just the introduction. So I'm just letting y'all know when you see me and him put these bootstraps on in the future, because me and him been talking, y'all better be ready. You better be ready. We not slowing down and we not going backwards and we not waiting on you. We can't. We don't wait it 400 years. We can't wait no more, y'all.
400.
We cannot wait no more. I'm gonna say this. Speaking of energy and speaking of vibrations, I ain't gonna get into the heaviness of it because I'm gonna actually do a whole lecture on it. But a lot of y'all out there need to change our polarity. Some of y'all still in that 2020 polarity. Some of y'all still stuck in 93. I'm 100. I ain't gonna lie. I was stuck in 96 for a minute. I ain't even gonna lie. I was stuck in 96 for a long time here. Like, I lived it every day. I replayed it. You know what I'm saying? The whole year, every day in my brain. I was stuck, but I realized in my relationships, in my connections, even just within my own body, I was not evolving. I was getting left behind. What do I mean by that? In 96, I'm out there hooping every day. You can't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, in 96, I was hooping every day. Today, you can't hoop every day no more. In 96, I was hanging out every day, kicking it with all the, you know, my homies. And you can't do that no more. In 96, the streets was popping. Woo!
I'm a 92 baby, so I don't know too much about. I don't know too much about 96, man. I just, you know, I go off what I hear on 96. That's before my time, G.
The golden age of hip hop. It was just the golden age. I'm gonna just leave it like that. It was just the golden age of everything. The music. I'm talking about for everything. Like the streets was popping. Like it was fun. It was fun. It was fun. But You can't do that no more. Now that's over.
Yeah, it's over with. It's over.
So basically, see, notice how I didn't stay caught up in that energy. I move on.
Right.
Because you can't get caught up in your past energy because it's gonna hold you back from the energy you're supposed to receive from the future.
Right.
I always relate it to, you know, to me not having no kids, to me having grandkids. Like you can't be a guy with no kids and with grandkids at the same time. You either gonna be a granddaddy, you know what I'm saying, or somebody. You see what I'm saying? You have to grow or get left.
Right. For
If
sure.
I don't accept I got grandkids, then I'm a deadbeat granddaddy. But in my mind, I'm trying to still be in 96. It don't work. You need to evolve.
Got to.
Go ahead.
You don't evolve, man. You die, man. It's as simple as that, G.
Right.
Caterpillar to a butterfly. You know what I'm saying? You see the cicadas about to come up. What
Yeah.
they do? They wake up from the ground,
Right.
bark themselves on the tree,
Yeah.
and evolve into the cicadas. You know,
Right.
That's just evolution. That's just evolving, man. That's the process we got to go through, not physically, but mentally. You know what I'm saying? If you don't evolve mentally, you're gonna perish. It's as simple as that, man. It's gonna be a rough journey, and we see it today.
Yeah.
We see it with old OGs. You know what I'm saying? That used to have it back in the day.
Yeah.
What they didn't do, they didn't evolve. Now look at it. If they
Stop.
did, they
that
didn't
money
evolve
gone.
the time. Money gone. Money gone.
And you old though. Like you can't go back and get it the way you did.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? The connect dead or gone or retired.
It's over. I ain't gonna say it's over, but it's just you gotta evolve. Eventually you gotta get in your mind state, you gotta evolve into a better way of thinking.
Could I go a little deep? Just a little
bit. Go ahead.
This is the first one, but I ain't gonna go all the way in.
Right.
When I meditate, the universe hit me with this. My favorite basketball player in the world is Kobe Bryant. Period.
Sure.
Over Jordan. I ain't saying Jordan is still right now the GOAT, but to me, I liked Kobe's fire to want to be better than Jordan. I love that fire. Jordan was the best, so he was like this. Kobe was always chasing Jordan with ferocity, and I love that about Kobe. That's the energy I attach myself to. You know what I'm saying? So I related to basketball and Kobe Bryant. The universe says, when you born, okay, everybody got purposes and what they supposed to do. Kobe's daddy was a basketball player, went professional, then went overseas. Now his career happened, but look at what he did to evolve his son. His son was exposed to different countries. Therefore, he learned to speak different languages. Therefore, his tongue evolved.
Right.
He was able to meet different types of people. So therefore, his personality evolved. His basketball acumen, he studied VHS tapes. So his game evolved. And throughout the game, his skills and ability evolved. But at one point, the universe says, I gave you all these gifts and you wring the rag dry. You used them. You got 5 championships or championships. I say chips because chips, you know what I'm saying? You got 5 champions. Yeah, you got 5 championships. And now it's time to do something else. I got to hit you with an injury. I got to hit you with the arm. I got to hit you with the shoulder. I got to hit you with the finger. Got to hit you with the leg. Oh, your Achilles. Now I got to hit you up. Basically, the universe and nature says it's time to give that up and evolve to something else.
Right, for sure.
It's time to be a daddy because you was a daddy, but you was traveling a lot.
Right.
So now you're going to be a dad and a husband at home. Oh, and guess what else? I'm going to go ahead and give you the ability to create and write so you could go ahead and win an Oscar.
Right.
So his mentality and his game and himself to be receptive to information along his journey allowed his maximum evolution to greatness. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure, Jay.
Now, this is not to Kobe. So I'm Xing out that this is Kobe, but a situation like Kobe. So I want to be clear so nobody gets offended. This is not, I'm not talking about Kobe Bryant right now. But what I am talking about is energy or individual with a purpose that has fulfilled their purpose and left behind the legacy that they were supposed to leave, has no more purpose in this lifetime, and it's time for them to move on to their next purpose. That's not me. That's comedic science. Am I wrong or am I right?
No, you're right, G.
Okay,
Right.
I just want to be clear.
You're right, G.
I just want to be clear. So go ahead. You could, if you want to go in on that. I just wanted to get that out. That was in my spirit, and I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, I'm the same way, G. As far as the whole evolve, because during my downtime, I took it upon myself to learn other avenues of income. You know what I'm saying? Whether that was real estate, I took a real estate class. I got into the business management, my business management degree, semi associates. So I found ways to better myself beyond, the wilderness, as they call back there, the wilderness, basically.
Right.
Because you got to evolve. You got to change the way you think out here, because you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You know, a rich man, a wealthy man got 100 ways of income. You know what I'm saying? He got more than one way of income.
Multiple streams of income. That's a good book. Multiple streams of income. Go get that book. I'm not getting no residuals, but that book helped me a lot.
Multiple streams of income, and it's important. I mean, it's challenging because at the same time you wanna do what you want to do. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or take your money and do what you want to do with it. But at the same time, you gotta look at the future of what teaching yourself something, or teaching yourself something out of your comfort zone, something you ain't familiar with. Right. You got to understand that it's gonna benefit you more in the long run. The right there and there is cool and all, you know what I'm saying? But the long run is what you want to look at.
Right.
Because I mean, let's be real, man. Brothers is out here dropping like flies, man. You know what I'm saying? Guys ain't living like they used to. Like, I mean, it's a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to make it, you know what I'm saying, past 50. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you caught up in that type of crowd. So and my whole goal is to live. If I could crack 100, I want to crack 100. You know what I'm saying? But I also want to be to the point where I could set the generations after me up.
Right.
You know, my kids, my future kids, they kids. It's not always about me. You know what I'm saying? The ones that's around me. And that's why evolving is so important to me. You know what I'm saying? Changing the way I think. And just that's why that means so much to me, is because I feel like the ones after me they deserve better. If I could put things into play for them, I'm all for it.
Right. And see, that's one of my motivations for us even being here right now. Because I had some good OGs in my corner when I was young. So they really helped me a lot. They was part of my maturity. And there were some terrible ones that I chose to quit following. You know what I'm saying? So for me now being in that position and people knowing I got my track record, you can't say I'm not giving back, because here you go.
Right.
It's the evidence is here. And I'm in schools and in jails, and man, I mean, just a quick snapshot. I ain't gonna go into detail, but a day and just a walk in my shoes is one day you congratulating a client on being a new mom, and the next week you sad with her setting up funeral arrangements for the same baby. See, that's my daily. That's just one client. So I'm in the trenches trying to pull these people out, letting them know it's hell. I understand. Could I go deep?
Yeah, go deep, G.
But on the other side, you asked for this. What?
Mm-hmm.
Is that too deep?
Nah, ain't never too deep, G.
Okay. On the other side, you asked for this so that you would be able to assist your spirit with elevation, because your purpose here is to elevate your spirit. It ain't even about this 100. If you get trapped up in this and you get trapped up in this,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? If you get trapped up in that, you're trapped. And in the Bible, that's why it talks about being in the flesh and in the spirit. See, it don't matter the religion to understand everybody has a spirit.
Everybody.
And everybody has flesh.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read the book, he even talk about that in the Quran. I don't know the exact spot, but it talks about being not just of the flesh.
Mm-hmm.
So does the flesh evolve? Yeah, you get old and die. You die. Yeah. So if you're not evolving your spirit up, it's going to die. Mm-hmm. What I mean by dying is going to leave this body and go somewhere else and have to learn the same lessons over and over and over again. And to be correct, I'm going to go a little deep. When it talks about you dying or the spirit dying, its ability to be infinite and do what it needs to do, trapping itself in his body is when it dies. I'm going to leave that there and throw it on over to you.
Yeah, that's deep, though. That's deep. Hey, because, you know, I always try to keep an open mind. Like, I always try to keep an open mind on things. I always don't try to get trapped in, you know what I'm saying, my lessons or, you know, what I've been taught. I try to keep my mind open to a whole bunch of things because like I said, at the end of the day, no one knows.
Right.
No, we at the end of the day, no one knows.
Right.
But
nobody knows. Your spirit knows, yeah. But the body.
The body, yeah, nobody, right?
Nobody when you come and sign that contract, you forget that you're a God. You forget. You don't know that. Mm-hmm. You accept this, and you got to navigate through this from a baby. You got to learn how to walk, talk. You spending more time with this than with your spirit. And the way this world is designed is keeping you stuck in this stress, food, keeping your eyes happy. You want to feel something. That's this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, victims of the flesh, man.
Boy,
the flesh is, yeah.
If you
the victim of the flesh, man, the flesh. And I'm saying no one's not perfect, but yeah, I mean, it's a whole lot of things that could throw an individual off their balance, you know, and that's why it takes so much, like you said, to be focused. You know, you got to focus yourself, tunnel vision yourself, but you got media. You got music. I mean, let's be real. Music and media was raising the young generation now. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all mind control. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is. You know what I'm saying?
Behavior modification, baby.
Man, it was an OG when I was incarcerated. So I always call it the stupid box. And that's exactly what it is. It's a stupid box. It draws your attention. It draws your attention away from stuff that really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Instead of looking at yourself in the mirror and, you know what I'm saying, doing the one on you. What I mean by doing the one on you is doing the knowledge on you. You know what I'm saying? Yourself. You the biggest book. You know what I'm saying? You a book. You know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, each of us is a book. You know what I'm saying? You study that book and you study yourself. You know, it's a challenge, but you know what I'm saying? It's the best challenge, you know what I'm saying, that you could ever be challenged with is studying and reading yourself, reading your book. And that's how you will learn things. That's how you'll learn more how to navigate through this wilderness, you know what I'm saying, North America. You'll learn how to navigate through this world. You'll know how to navigate through your own universe. But yeah, that book.
Now see, that's right. That right there is why we calling him the God.
Yeah, for sure.
Because he just is gonna go over people's heads, and I know it is. Rewind that. Listen. Stop. Go back to when he first said that. Play it. Stop. Rewind it again. And listen. He's giving you the keys. We dropped two of them. We gave him two gold keys.
No, for sure.
I didn't think we was gonna do that this early. We gave y'all two gold keys. Okay. Now we're not gonna keep giving y'all the heavy, and you keep getting an appetite for the heavy. We're gonna pull back and start spoon feed you a little bit more. Why are you doing that? You holding us back. Digest that first, okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Digest that a little bit.
But yeah, for sure, G.
You know what I'm saying?
And one thing, with the culture of the nation of gods, Father Allah, for all those who knowledgeable to the culture of the 5% nation of gods of earth, Father Allah, also known as Clans 13X, you know what I'm saying, which was his Muslim name, you know what I'm saying, before he went on ahead and branched out, took the lessons and started teaching the kids, the youngsters in the streets in New York. But where I want to get at is that, you know, when he took them lessons to them youngsters, we talking about street dudes, you know what I'm saying? We talking about, you know what I'm saying, that guys that if you would have approached them, you know what I'm saying, on
change your life, buddy. You need to change your life now.
Yeah, exactly.
He's coming.
If you would approach them like that, it would have went over their head. See, Father Allah was so much of a genius, you know what I'm saying? He was so much of, you know what I'm saying, wanting to reach out to the youngsters that he knew that he couldn't come to them like, hey, buddy, you got to change your life, basically coming off straight to it. He know he couldn't do that. He had to step it down. You know, he had to step down to their level.
Yeah.
So it said that Father Allah went to the street corners, shoot dice with the youngsters, you know what I'm saying, smoke weed with them, you know what I'm saying, conversate amongst them, how they conversate amongst each other. Yeah. And then when they shooting dice, smoking weed, conversating, politicking, that's when he started dropping little jewels. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You drop little jewels. You know what I'm saying? And that's when that's how you could possibly grab attention and plant that jewel or that seed that needs to be planted in order to save someone who may just go right over the top of the head with it. You know?
Right. And you know what? Looking at his motto, I see myself in that too, because I hear certain people say certain things like, what kind of audience you trying to get? I'm not looking for an audience. I'm not looking for a certain type of people to entertain. I'm trying to save lives and souls and generations. I'm not picking and choosing who I'm saving. All I'm doing is putting what I'm supposed to put out to help. People that I highly respect, that's teachers. They have different beliefs about the Bible. They have different beliefs about the Quran.
For sure.
Me, I grew up in the church. I grew up around Muslims. I grew up around street guys. Why wouldn't I know all three cultures? So if I got to go in the Bible to help my people, I'm going in. If I got to go to the streets to help my people, I'm going in. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Wherever they are that I feel, you know what I'm saying, that I could use in Daniel in the lion's den. If I had to go in the lion's den and I feel that I'm coming out cool, if I get that, you know what I'm saying, the universe got me or God got me, I'm going in.
Going in, yeah, for sure, 10 toes down.
And see, that's what the Bible teaches. You don't have to be a Christian to understand the lesson, but you got to open your spirit up. Like it's what you said. It's exactly what you said. You know what I'm saying? God, what you said was so powerful. Oh my goodness. If you create your own universe, you create it here on earth. You waiting for hell for when you die, and you live in the hell. You could get out of hell on earth and change it to heaven on earth.
Man, it's all up here.
Yeah. And if you live in a good life, you probably gonna go to the heaven that you perceive, quote unquote. So go ahead and elaborate on that or whatever you want to get on, because I got a poem I want to read to you.
How I feel about heaven and hell. I mean, for one, if you want to, let's jump into the Bible real quick, Bible scripture. And I'm not real versed on the Bible nor the Quran. You know what I'm saying? I have read both. I have, you know what I'm saying, definitely. But I know it speaks on God when he created everything. He never mentioned hell. Let's just get that understood. He never mentioned that he created hell. So I'd have read that before. And I'd have looked for that. He never mentioned that one time that he created the hell. So where that came from, like I said, whatever anyone practices, that's your peace. If that's what's keeping you going every day, if that's what's keeping you from doing the craziest shit that you see people out doing, hey, I applied it. You know what I'm saying?
Me too. Right. Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Whatever it is that you do that's keeping you peace, waking you up every morning and having you do your thing, I salute it.
Me
but
too.
On my perspective of heaven and hell, like you said, it's all a mind state. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's basically how you see your day, how you see yourself, how you see your situation, you know, your finances or whatever is important to you. You know what I'm saying? If you feel like your day, you know what I'm saying? All it is energy. You know what I'm saying? Hell, heaven, is energy. You know what I'm saying? Like good, bad. Like when we spoke on polarities. You know what I'm saying? As they opposite, you know what I'm saying? Heaven, hell, ice, water, cold, hot, you know what I'm saying? Everything
male, female,
female, everything has its polarity. So when it comes down to that, that's how I feel about heaven and hell. It's a mind state. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me where I'm at, I'm in heaven. You know what I'm saying? That's my mind state. You know what I'm saying? I try to think positive all the time because let's be real, when you think positive, so the body should follow what the mind thinks. You know what I'm saying? It's the mind and the body. The body follows the mind. You should never it should never be the, you know what I'm saying, the mind body follows the body. No. What you think, you do. So, you know what I'm saying, you think, you know what I'm saying, that you see yourself as a millionaire, you see yourself as an entrepreneur, you see yourself as saying owning 10, 20 properties, you see yourself with a nice looking bank account, set them out wherever you want it to be set. You know what I'm saying? That's how your actions is gonna start going forward towards accomplishing it, what you set in your mind at. You know, it's all a mind thing. You know what I'm saying? How you think of yourself is gonna manifest in how you carry yourself out here. You know what I'm saying? It's another thing of the mind. You know what I'm saying? You look at yourself like you ain't shit. I mean, excuse my language.
Hey, it is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you look at yourself like you ain't nothing, then that's what you're gonna be manifesting out here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Which is, you look at yourself like a king, you look at yourself like a god, you look at yourself like a queen, you know what I'm saying? Mother of civilization. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna represent yourself.
Not a thought.
Not a thought. You know what I'm saying? You look at yourself like that. You're gonna manifest that, and the people that's around you, it's gonna they gonna see that energy out for you. So you're gonna start attracting people alike. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna start attracting people alike.
Change your vibration. People are like guitars. Go watch that video.
Vibrations, man, them real. Them vibrations is real, G.
That's like how me and you vibing right now.
Oh, for sure.
We on the same, we strumming on the same string right now. You know what I'm saying? I also want to say this to make it plain for y'all, for those that are just breaking through. To make it plain, it's really this simple. For a man, what is your type of woman? Is she short below your chin? Do she got big breasts? She got big butt? She got nice lips? Or is she skinny and petite? Whatever's in your mind, when you see her walk past, you're going to holler at her. You're going to speak. You're going to spit. You're going to say, excuse me, because you're manifesting the type of woman you want to be involved with. Therefore, it draws an attraction to that, and then you go after it. And once you get her, you've manifested her in your life, and she was once a figment of your imagination or a thought. So that's how simple it is. Same thing with a house, with a car.
Good example.
You know what I'm saying? Schools, college degrees, accomplishments. But let me give you an example. What if you want a petite woman, but all you around is big girls? You know what I'm saying? And queens come in all shapes and sizes, and they all
sure.
You know what I'm saying? But hypothetically, let's say you get you a thicker girl and you settle, but you know that's not really what you want. Are you truly happy? No.
That's a good question.
Are you truly happy? She can hit all the spots, but are you truly happy because she's not fulfilling your vision? Did you quit on your vision, or did you settle for a different vision? Because if you settle, your vision has to change now, because what if she get pregnant? Now your vision got to be a family with this woman.
Right.
See what
That
I'm
might
saying?
wasn't envisioning it before.
Exactly.
Right, right, right.
So you have to think about the decisions you making when you settling, when you meeting people, even casual conversations. You might just want a one night stand, but what if you get pregnant? What if you get burnt and bring it back to your dude or whatever? What if y'all get caught? What if y'all fall in love or what? I mean, anything could happen.
Mhm.
So as we walking through this, the decisions you make determine your next reality. So watch your decisions.
For sure. For sure. Decisions, man.
Yeah.
Decisions.
I
Such
want to read I want to read this poem.
Go ahead, G.
Okay, now somebody wrote this. Somebody wrote me this. Her name, I'm gonna give her props. When she wrote this to me, I told her whenever I read it, I was gonna give her props. Her name is Ashley Ward. Okay, this is
Okay.
one of my students. This is an adult student. It says, I am black. Lord, Lord, why am I black? Why did you make me someone the world wants to hold back? Black is the color of coal, rust,
Mm.
and defeat. Black is held back, sometimes incomplete. Why did you make us suffer? Black rarely makes it. Black is criticized, and black is forced to take it. Black is love. Black isn't love, but black isn't love back. Let me read that again. Black is love, but black isn't love back. Black chose the front of the bus, but had to ride in the back.
Mm.
Why did you make me tall with black thick hair? Why am I someone who receives the hatred scare? Black doesn't succeed. Black is rarely promoted. Black deserves the raise because black is most devoted.
That's deep.
That
That's
was
deep.
heavy.
That's heavy.
Elaborate. I'm gonna let you elaborate.
That's heavy. Because when you think about it, we probably like the only race of people that went through so many. We went through so many different names as a people: Negro, uh, African American, African. We just go through so many different Black. You know what I'm saying? Like we go through so many different names that they label us. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you look in the old, and I'm talking about the old Webster dictionary. Don't get the new revised ones because they not gonna give you the real definition of Black. You gotta go to the old ones, the big ones. You know what I'm saying?
From the
Grandma,
60s, old
yeah,
school.
old school. You know what I'm saying? They have a few pages ripped out of it.
Right.
You gotta go to them because them the ones that's gonna really give you the true definition of Black. Like you said, is dirty, cold, color of coal. Last time I checked, we ain't the color of coal. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Last time we checked, our people ain't dirty. Last time I checked, our people civilized a whole lot of racist people,
That's
a whole
right.
lot of cultural people, should I say? So, and we come from kings and queens. So to say that we Black is a degrading term, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's very degrading because
Right.
that's something that I know in reality I'm not, and I know that we are not as a people. We're not Black.
Right.
And that's now a cipher right there. Like,
right. But yeah, so when we talk about this person's personification of what Black is, and then they identify with that Blackness, it's a totally wrong concept because the definition of Blackness that they have is based on what was pushed on us from other races.
mm-hmm.
See, that took 400 years for us to develop this defeated mentality. Well, for some of us to develop a defeated mentality, but we've been here for millions and billions of years.
For sure.
So how do it take 400 years to erase what we've been doing for me? And I'm gonna say millions. You know what I'm saying? Right off the rip, because it's been proven. Like Lucy, she's a million. Them bones is a million. So I'm gonna stick with the science. I'm gonna stick with the science, so they won't say I'm capping.
Science, yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So We millions of years old, and we let 400 years erase a million years of our momentum. That don't make sense, y'all. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And we consistently going backwards because we consistently killing each other. We consistently dogging our women, which to me that makes no sense because ain't this person supposed to bring your generation forth, cook for you if you hungry, nurture you, hug you, but you treating her bad? To me it don't add up. So we have to, for one, research our own culture for us. Don't wait on them to do it for us. And we need to educate each other on our own culture. And us older guys, when we see young G's not stepping up, we got to talk to them. Like, for example, whenever we go out, my kids open the door for, the queen or their sisters or whatever. You know what I mean? But then if I see a dude and I'm walking and he ain't doing it, I grab the door for the girl, like, okay, there you go. And I'll show him as an example. Because I'm going to keep it real. I hate to see guys sitting in the car and it's cold outside and there's groceries in the back. The girl done put the groceries in the car and she pumping the gas at Kroger's. Like, come on, bro. Like, for real? Like, you didn't, come on, bro. She put the groceries, she paid for the groceries because she got the stamps.
Yeah.
She drove, she put the groceries in the cart, and she pumping the gas. And if she pumping the gas, that means she had to pay for it. And you sitting in the car. That's totally.
But see, that right there that just shows you, it just goes off basically. For one, it go back to the man of his household when he was a child. You know what I'm saying? It always revert. They always go back to the one. You know what I'm saying? With the man. You know what I'm saying? The 2 is the woman, the 3 is the child, so forth. But I always go back to that one. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, if he didn't see, and I don't know if I want to say, can you blame? Because I mean,
I didn't see it, but I do it. So no.
Yeah, right. No, not you. But when I see, like, when you see things like that, it's almost like, should you blame the youngin for it, or should you be like, all right, maybe that's not what he's seen growing up. But then it comes a time, like I said, when you start seeing things and you start putting one and one together, like, okay, this is how I should, act towards my significant other, as far as like the right things to do when we out in public or so forth and so on. Right. But how you feel about that? Should a youngin, should you basically hold a youngin accountable, or a young brother, young sister for, things that go, rocky, whether it's in a relationship or whatever, based off what they seen growing up? I mean, how you feel about that?
I like your choice of words because you said youngin. Define the age of a youngin, because the guys I was referring to is in their 40s. So they know better.
And see, yeah.
They know better. These 40-year-old men, come on, bro. Your hair gray. You ain't figured out you supposed to carry the bags for your girl yet.
That right there, yeah, because it's like, dang, I know you ain't I know your mama made you, I know my mama did. You know what I'm saying? My mama made me carry the groceries and she made me bring them into the house. So I know you feel me?
But the answer,
I know you done had some, some talks in that area. Right. But like I said, we living in a different area. I'm just speaking for the youngest around my age bracket and younger.
The youngest get a pass. 28 and younger, you get a pass because your third eye just opening up at 25. So
that's what you're able to think logically. Right, right.
So I'm gonna give you 3 years to figure out where you are with the queen. I'm gonna figure out, because you might want to play a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't developed respect for women all the way. You now got free from your household. You now independent with your money finally. So I'm gonna give you a pet. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm gonna raise it without no example. I'm gonna raise you to 30.
30.
I'm gonna raise you to 30 with no example, with no daddy in the house and no uncles around. I'm gonna give you to 30. If you ain't corrected that respect for a woman in here by 30, you really mentally ill or something. Like, come on, bro. You got a
Yeah,
mama. Take the garbage out for your mama, bro. She's 60 years old.
yeah, for sure. But yeah, you're right though. You're right. And I mean, for real, like I said, this is something that you should be catching on to throughout even your young 20s, you know what I'm saying? Your young adolescence or whatever. Like, this is something you should, you know what I'm saying, catch on to. You know what I'm saying? Because you learn a lot from what you see. You know what I'm saying?
That's
you
true.
learn a whole lot. You learn a whole lot from things you see. You know what I'm saying? So that should definitely be something that, you know, but I'm right about that. By 30, come on, man, you should have that down packed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You should have that lightweight down packed, man. Like,
at least open the door and pump the gas and carry the groceries. I mean,
right,
minimum.
Right.
And put the toilet seat down. Put the toilet seat down too, homie. Okay, to end it out, to wrap it up, of course I'm gonna give you the last words. Anything you want to say to men that are still promiscuous and, you know, not being loyal to their queen? So I guess you could say why the ones that's out here cheating, or because everybody gets tempted. It's normal. I'm not saying nobody's good. It takes practice not to succumb to the flesh. It takes practice in that. You know what I mean? So what advice would you have to a guy that in his heart wants to do the right thing, but he's still attached to this and his dudes or who his lifestyle that's in here? Like how I was stuck in the 90s, still wanting to hang out. Like what advice do you have for them to evolve, basically?
Stay focused and just
focused on what though?
Focused on what you love the most, you know what I'm saying? Focused on what you love the most. And like you said, it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not easy because no one's not perfect. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have things that's come up. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have things that want to lead you astray. But it comes a point in time where you have to separate from the things that really matter to you versus the things that's just gonna perish. You know what I'm saying? I don't mean perish like in death, but just they just gonna be there and go. You know what I'm saying? That's when it comes to basically weighing what's more important to you. Like I was saying, just, you know what I'm saying, separating your priorities, basically. Like, what's more important to you? Where you see your future at, you know what I'm saying, down the line. You know, who you see raising your kids, who you see, you know what I'm saying, help bringing up your household, who you see, you know, you getting old with, you know what I'm saying? That's what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got to learn how to sit down and separate that. And like I said, no one says it's gonna be easy because, like I said, we all human. We all make mistakes. But at the end of the day, you just got to learn to see. You got to learn to see where you want your future at. You know what I'm saying? That's the key goal. Wherever you see, like we said, you manifest what you think. You know what I'm saying? Your thought process is how you manifest. So whatever you think and whatever you want to be, you know what I'm saying, you just go forward. Just stay focused, tunnel vision. You know what I'm saying? And just block out all the BS. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, social media, TV, music, it all get you messed up. Like I said, we all like to, you know what I'm saying, vibe out to different shit, but it's different than letting it influence your decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? Cool to listen to what you want to listen to. I listen to all types of music.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? Like I open my mind
everything.
But I know I know how not to let certain things influence me. And that's where it comes down to, not letting certain things influence you, go off your. But yeah, that's all it is. It's just basically just separating, you know what I'm saying? Separating what you feel like is more important to you. You know what I'm saying? What's more important to you versus, you know what I'm saying, what's not that important.
Right. And wrapping that up, I mean, he pretty much said what needed to be said. You're in control of your own world. You are. Just because you was born with them parents, just because you was born in a messed up, everybody get dealt a hand. You know what I'm saying? Your hand might not be the best, but you asked for that before you came here. We're gonna leave that alone. But everybody get a hand. We're gonna leave that alone. Everybody get a hand. And you pick that hand up. Play it.
Gotta play it.
Play it.
You gotta play that hand. Gotta play the hand that you dealt.
Got to play the hand, because guess what? If you fail at this hand, and failing, what failing equates to is giving up.
Mm-hmm.
See, you didn't fail if you tried to work your hand. You didn't fail. That just means you got brolic, you got stronger while you working your hand.
Mm-hmm.
The harder you struggle, me lifting weights, the harder you struggle, the stronger you get.
Right.
I'm just saying, the more weight you push down, like get down, and you could push up, the stronger you are.
Mm-hmm.
So don't look at negativity or tough times as just bad. It can actually assist you to becoming stronger, and it's basically lessons in life.
Yeah, for sure. Every failure is a lesson in life. You never should take it as it just being it. Like,
Right.
nah, learn from that mistake, learn from that failure, go back to the notepad, grab a pencil, and get back to work. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
life only defeats you when you stop trying.
Right. Oh,
Damn. Life only defeats you. Yeah, life only defeats you. Stop trying. Other than that, you in there for the next round. You know what I'm saying? Whether you got a rope a dope, Muhammad Ali style, you know what I'm saying? You in there for the next round, and you just keep on punching. You know what I'm saying? And you know, keep going, man. That's all it is to it, man. Like don't. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what a lot of, and real quick, I think that's what a lot of young, like our generation and even older generation brothers get into it, is that they look at the next man, or a woman look at the next woman, and you know, feel like, you know what I'm saying, they less of a person.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Or like I talked to an individual about, you know, Tesla, what's the dude, Elon Musk.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nothing that really ain't nothing, only thing that separates him from, he's a regular individual just like the rest of us. Mm-hmm. He got $1 billion, don't mean that you can't go get $1 billion.
He focused on what he was supposed to do.
Tyler Perry had a plan.
Focus.
You know what I'm saying?
Focus.
Had a plan. It's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs out there, whether they black, white, yellow, orange, whatever it is. It's a whole bunch of entrepreneurs, millionaires, billionaires, and we as a people feel like we gotta settle for less, or whatever the case may be. But when you look at them, you can have that also. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that you may not get $1 billion, but like I said, it doesn't.
You can have bliss without $1 billion. You can have bliss. You could have love around you, your bills paid, income coming in where you don't have to worry about struggle, and you could go buy what you want. That's financial freedom. You don't need $1 billion.
Financial freedom. That's where I was trying to get to. You got the word right at my mouth. That's where I was trying to get to.
Yeah.
Financial. That's basically, that's exactly what they had. Financial freedom. You know,
and they can do what they want. See, the thing is, when you got financial freedom, that's another video. We get into that, but you could do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I
want to say this, and I want to end on this. You said some great points, and I hope y'all appreciate this man, this God, this individual's time, because he been dropping some jewels for real. I want to say this, and if I offend somebody, so what? White people are here. They're not going anywhere. Mm-hmm. They have oppressed us for over 400 years. Okay? If we don't do nothing about it, they're going to continue to do it. And guess what? I don't blame them. You know why? From where I grew up at, if people pressing down on you and taking your money every single day, you deserve to get it took in your environment if you know that's the rules. The day that you defend yourself, or the day that you step up to let the individual know, or you learn what that individual knows to stop the process, is when you empower your strength. Hey, y'all, we got to get these brains together. We got to start reading. Like he said, books. Go buy books, because pretty soon they're going to put this stuff on computer and they're going to switch the words. You better go buy you some books.
Yeah, they're going to switch the words, though. Definitely going to switch the words. They already been doing it, man.
I get your book collection up. I ain't telling everything. Get your book collection up. That's all. If you don't, you don't. But your kids are going to need some real knowledge. That's all I'm going to say. Mm-hmm. And it's not going to be where you think it's going to be, because as long as you trapped in this, they can control you with this. And if books are on this, they're going to control you with it. I'm just saying. And guess what? I don't blame them if we allow it.
Mm-hmm.
If we allow it as the masses, see, I'm trying to end. They're serving their purpose to create opposition. We're not serving our purpose because we're not accepting the opposition. We're cowering and we're running. If we accept the opposition, I'm not saying kill nobody, but what I'm saying is empower ourselves to be better. They will respect it.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if we're not going to change, we're just going to keep twerking and being out of shape and unfocused. I'm going to keep pushing, but I hope we get something to wake up. You go ahead and end.
It's coming, man. It's coming. It's definitely coming.
All right. So that being said, we appreciate y'all's time and attention. Also, you. Also, the guy in the building, Philosopher A.D. Jones. I really appreciated this man's time. I really appreciate the guy's time. I really appreciate this individual. And I appreciate his queen for allowing him to do this. See, I'm going to throw her in there too.
Likewise.
So tell her I said, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely will, G. Definitely
you know what I'm saying? I respect, thank you, Queen, for sharing him for this moment, allowing him to add to the universal knowledge of our people.
Likewise.
So that being said, till next time, y'all.
Peace. Peace. Peace.